Hello dear students. Now I am here with new video for you which is about ribosome structure and function. Now in the previous video we have talked about the endoplasmic reticulum, rough endoplasmic reticulum especially, on which the ribosomes are found. So in this diagram you can see the free ribosomes as well as the endoplasmic reticulum on which the ribosomes are found. So these are rough endoplasmic reticulum. In another diagram, in second diagram, you can see the structure of the ribosome, which is having two subunits. One is larger subunit and another one is small subunit. So these two structures are the ribosome structures, or they are subunits of the ribosome. So these ribosomes are found in all the living cells which synthesize protein. They are located on the membranes of endoplasmic reticulum. As I told you, they are found on the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Some ribosomes remain inside the cell organelles like mitochondria and chloroplast. The animal cells, mitochondrial ribosomes, they are of 60S type. So what is mean by 60S and what does S stands for? S stands for the sedimentation coefficient. Okay, these ribosomes are spherical in shape. They are smaller in prokaryotes and larger in eukaryotes. Ribosomes consist of two subunits, namely the large subunit and a small subunit. The subunit occurs separately in the cytoplasm. They join together in the cytoplasm. They join together to form ribosomes only at the time of protein synthesis. This is a important point to be remembered. That is, the ribosome subunits, small and large subunit, they are actually separate. Always they are found separately. But whenever there is the protein synthesis is to be occur, that time they assemble together or they join together, and then further the protein synthesis occurs. The small subunit is flat and discoid. There is a cleft on the upper surface which is which divides the subunit into head and base. Its lower surface is slightly convex, but its upper surface is slightly concave. The small subunit is an asymmetrical surface. It is slightly constricted at the middle of the fat body. There is a cleft on the upper surface which divides the subunit into head and base. The large subunit is spherical structure with three convex sides and a concave bottom. The main body of the subunit is called base. There is a large protuberance from one side of the rim of the lower surface. On either side of protuberance, there is a stalk. The concave surface of a small subunit is bound to the bottom of the large protuberance of the large subunit, which is aligned with head of a small subunit. There are two spaces between the two subunits. One space is called P site, the other is called A site of the which carries tRNA containing activated amino acid, and P site carries tRNA containing the peptide chain. At the base of the larger subunit there is a space called exit site. The synthesized polypeptide pass from one domain to another domain through pores in the ribosome and come out to the exit site. 70S ribosome. The 70S ribosome is actually found in the prokaryotic cells. The 70S ribosome is smaller in size and it has a sedimentation coefficient of 70S. It is composed of rRNA and proteins. So the prokaryotic cells, especially, they have the 70s ribosomes. So this 70s means the coefficient, sedimentation coefficient of these ribosomes is 70s, and they are made up of two subunits. One has sedimentation coefficient 50s, and another subunit is having coefficient, sedimentation coefficient 30s. So it is not the addition of these two, 50 plus 30 is equal to 80, but it is not like that. It just stands for the sedimentation coefficient of the subunits. The 80s ribosome is found in eukaryotes. In prokaryotes it is 70s, whereas the eukaryotic cells have 80s ribosome. It is larger in size and has a sedimentation coefficient of 80s. It is composed of rRNA and ribosomal proteins. It is made up of 60s and 40s subunits. So the subunits which are found in 80s, they are of 60s and 40s subunits. This is about the structure of the ribosomes found in prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. Now moving towards the function of ribosome, the only function which the ribosome carries or it plays is protein synthesis, which is a very important process in our body. Protein synthesis occurs with the help of these ribosomes. So this protein synthesis occurs in actually two steps, I would say. The first step is to assemble the ribosomal subunits. The subunits, large and small subunits, those two subunits has to be joined together. That is the very important step which is occurs previously, and then further the protein synthesis starts or begins in the cell. So assembly of ribosome subunits before protein synthesis. The ribosome subunits join, which require magnesium ions. These magnesium ions are particularly required for this assembly, and the amount of magnesium ions, that is 0.001 molar magnesium ions, if they are found in our cells, then only there could be the assembly of large and small subunits. Then these subunits, when assembled, and they form a chain, or many of these subunits, when they assemble, they form a polyribosome, and they assemble on the mRNA. So this second process is protein synthesis. The ribosome contain binding site for the attachment of tRNA. The ribosomes move on the mRNA. As they move along the triplet codon, the mRNA is elongated and the peptide chain is elongated by the addition of correct amino acid one by one. So let us understand the this process, which is a protein synthesis process. This diagrams shows the process of protein synthesis, in which the amino acid chain of protein, this is the amino acids getting formed here. The amino acid, one amino acid which is present on the tRNA, which is coming to the first site of this mRNA, and the small and large subunit, this is large subunit, and lower one is small subunit. So on this mRNA, on which the codons are found, so to these codons they are getting attached here, and one by one the amino acid assemble here and they form a polypeptide chain that is nothing but the protein chain. So this is the process of protein synthesis which occurs with the help of ribosome on the mRNA triplet codon. So this is all about the structure of ribosome and the function of ribosome. If you like this video, please like, share with your friends and subscribe my channel. Thank you.